So I already did my foundation or whatever. Look at King. Get out of the way.
Unicorn.
Your old news. Look at it. He's a unicorn. He just lets it happen. Hey, he's actually in a good mood today. I give him a nice bath, and he usually doesn't like his baths. You're just gonna join me in my talk here. I'll put it on my tampon box.
Come on, boys.
So he usually doesn't. Okay, can you go? I love you, but just you're my energy while I'm doing makeup. Okay. So I usually he's a stinky dog. I usually don't give him a bath. Until he like absolutely stinks. And no, he actually got a nice little bath. And but he usually likes to jump out, and I really think that's his problem. Is I bend down, and he likes to put his head right into my armpit, so I just hold him, tell him he's okay. Give him a wash, give him, it doesn't matter if all the suds come out or not, right? It just makes it smell nicer. I do plan to use a little bit, I could find a little bit more natural shampoo for him. But no, you just keep him calm, tell him he's doing good, everything's okay. And I think it's really the water, because a lot of things you can hear are in the water. And I think that really freaks him out, right? Like, he's a dog. So you just got to keep him calm, and he did really good. Pink? I don't look pink. But what was I actually thinking about him? Pissed him off. You.
I did nothing.
Did nothing. You're pissing him off with that.
No, that's Madison.
You want to talk to me like that, you're going to go to the corner.
That was speaking Madison.
Talk to me like that. That is his. I give that to him. Now, give it back to him.
Hey. Oh no, bitch.
Children in quarantine. Fuck, I should pay us fucking money. More money. I'm just bitching. I'm ranting. Oh my god. I don't care if the fucking song in here. I don't want to hear it. But what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, being a detox and meeting a bunch of people. It's not like I'm like looking for other drug people. They're genuinely in there to get some help, right? Like that's a big step. That's the most courageous thing I think you can actually do. Seriously, wish I had a backyard. But no, we had a good morning. Actually, I slept till like 11:15. I'm super tired. But we had a really good morning, and then I'll just jump on here, right? Good job. But when you go into detox, it's a big step. It's it's pretty much saying, I need help. A lot of people think it's embarrassing, and sometimes it is, right? But that's your thought process, and that's people, that whole, people are judging me. But you know what? It's, being sober is not something to be embarrassed about, right? Like this is like, I have started a new way of life, and you know what? If you like it, you like it. You don't, right? Whatever. Now it's time for me. And, you meet a few... Shut up! Quit your voice! Like, fuck! Oh, calm down, Wendy. Oh, gonna need a smudge today. But, you meet a bunch of people in there, right? Like, from all walks of life, people from the street. And, I make friends everywhere. And people that are, like... Who knows? They could be doctors, they could be lawyers, they could be anything, right? Like, addiction knows no boundaries. They know everyone. And believe me, Don't even fucking think of coming here. But you know what? Like, I make friends a lot. Like, I met a lot of people, right? There were people, like there was a men's side and a women's dorm room. I slept on the top bunk. There's this girl named Star, who was on the bottom, and you know what? I think people feared her, but you know, she was in there to get help, and you know, I made friends with her. Like, she was a really sweet lady. You know, there was, you know, I don't see any boundaries when it comes to friends, right? Some people just need to be reached out to and say, hey, I believe in you and you're human too, right? Like, I don't care what happened in your past. It's not like I don't care. It's just like, I know you're here and you're here for a reason. So, you know what? Good on ya. Shout out. And this girl named Charlene, I think it's her. I can't remember her. I wrote it down and I lost a piece of paper. So I owed her a pack of smokes. She was so generous with them when I was smoking back last year. And, you know, Ducky, right? I got to braid his hair, and, you know, I was pretty good at it. So, you know, other people asked me to braid their hair too. So, I watched the Toronto Raptors win in there. Yeah, I watched it. I'm not much of a basketball fan, but it's like, hey, so I like sports. I do, so. I don't know. It's you kind of have a bad life sometimes. You're almost there to help, and you want to help a little bit more. Like, there was this older lady, and she is from Ponoka. Anyways, you know, she was having a hard time, and you know, I can't remember her name, but excuse me. Little coffee burps. But hold on, I can't talk. I'm trying to keep it straight here. But you know, and sometimes you keep in touch, and you know, it's nice. I was helping her. You know, she's having a hard time with her husband and her children, and I know what that's like. I know what that's like to be a referee, and so does my mother, right? Always a referee. And I expressed that to my sponsor one time. I'm like, I am so tired of being a referee. You know, like, having that issue, just, you know, if you're gonna have a problem, you sit down and you fucking talk about it. But you don't sit there and you use the positive negative, right? Like, I learned that in a parenting class I took years ago, and you know, that you know, I took those classes at Alberta Parenting for the Future in Stony Plain. I actually ended up working there a few times because, you know, it was nice. It was nice. Horrible eyebrow. Horrible eyebrow on me. They're up to no good. I can hear them. And my eyes are a little all red. Oh. But anyhow, kids are freaking out in the background. You know, sometimes I'm like, they'll kill each other. Oh my God. Yeah, so I totally need a break. I had a major fucking breakdown last night. If you haven't heard already, but you know, today's a new day. God is good. I'm still sober. Did it make me go back out? No. And that's why I gotta be grateful. Yeah, I was just a little dog, but I didn't bring it back up. The reason why. But, you know, you listen to everybody's story when you're in detox, and, you know, I listened to quite a few. You could see which ones were true about the program, or, you know, or who was just there to, you know, needed a break. I think that's what it is, right? You needed a break. I definitely got a break there, right? It was just, you know, I don't know how many times I slept. I had to, right? I had just lost a very dear friend, and the kid's grandparents, grandma, and I went through a really tough time with that. And that's where I thought I had hit bottom, and I couldn't cope, so I coped using, and you know, that's when my white flag came up, and you know, I knew people knew I had a problem. That's when I had to admit it. That's when I started reaching out to my old friends, and I had to come out to my mom and let her know, you know, I'm here, I'm sick, I need help, I'm going to do it. But coming back into a place where you know, I had there was another user, it didn't last so well. So I had to actually just, you know, I had to move. And not like geographical change where, you know, it follows you and you think, oh, you know, I needed help. I needed a program. I needed people. I needed support. I needed people to pat me on the back on the way. And yeah, you know, but that was June 7th. I went there exactly, I could say exactly a year ago. And, you know, never been more grateful. So, I didn't decide to go to treatment again. The very first time I went to treatment, I went to Henwood. This was back in 2009. It wasn't long enough for me. And then I had decided to stay with another user who was pointing fingers, and, you know, and it didn't last so long. And so the first place he took me was a lounge. And, you know, I white knuckled it, but I ended up going to another treatment center, another detox, and then two detoxes, I think, between those ones. And went to another treatment center, and, you know, I got better. I did my work. You know, I made the best of it, you know. Still too hot. But, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Whoa. Oh yeah, okay, so I did that. Focus. But, you know, that's my journey, and I really hope that people learn from it, right? I'm not embarrassed. You know? Am I just rambling? It's already 14 minutes. Oh, fuck. Ow! You ever put scissors in your makeup case? Especially these fucking pointy bastards. Where? Nope, that's not it. There it is. But here I am today, 6.5 months sober. You know, still growing and growing, and you know, it's a difficult road. It's a difficult road. Checking for little fingers underneath the door. What do you want?
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Excuse me. I'll just out of here. Woo! Good old fart hole. What is that? So dark. It's weird. Get your. What is with dogs sniffing asses? Like, for fuck's sake. Just showered. There we go. Everybody should learn first aid. Inconspicuous first aid. All right, you done? Perfect. Okay, I don't want these rocks on the table. Hey, can you take the rocks off the table? Because that's like, sure. For fuck! Don't put them on, Steve! Don't put the rocks on the table. Chris Mash! Holy fuck. Like, seriously. Like a block like this, we're painting rocks. Okay, let's just smash them onto the fucking kitchen table. You know? And being like, you know, the way I am and dealing with shit, you know? Fuck, I need a break. I need a break. I almost feel like bawling right now because of that shit. Don't even think of coming in here. How about just roll with that, you know? Fuck. Do I get a break now? No. Fuck. Just take off. Fuck. Here, Haley. Fuck. I'm gonna go fucking sleep in my car down by the fucking river. In the back. I'm gonna breathe through that one. In with the good, out with the bad. Like little shit like that. Like seriously, how many fucking months now? 6 months. It's complete maintenance. While I'm trying to heal and deal, fix everything. Oh. So I'll just keep going. I decided not to go to treatment because I knew the tools, I knew the program, I knew the people to reach out to, I knew the meetings, I knew where to get help. I just I learned a lot in that 7 years of sobriety before, and I just picked it right back up, and I knew exactly what to do, so I did it again. If I had went back out, I probably would have been like, okay, you need to go back. And it's a hard reality, but the very first time I went to treatment, and I could not make it. I went to 2 detox centers on my daughter's birthdays, 2 of them. I could, I decided then, it's like, I already did. I already went. Well, obviously it didn't fucking work, did it? Right? You're still fucking drunk as a skunk sometimes, right? Like you can't, you're hiding beers and you're cracking them open, and that was your normalcy. But I'm thinking, who's gonna watch the kid? Like it work. Gotta work it if you work it, right? And no, I realized that if I had gone back out, but I haven't slept since then, that I would put myself back into treatment, because who couldn't use the break either? Fuck yes, and I thought, I'm like, fuck, I could use a good 6 weeks. I could use a good 6 weeks. I don't care. This is good stuff that you're bringing in, and when you're doing program work and it seems like school, but it's fucking awesome. I went to Poundmakers, and that's where it really, really happened for me. I was adopted and I didn't know a lot of stuff. Only because, the whole racism thing, and I'm not playing that card or anything, but that's what it was. I felt different all the time, and it was almost embarrassing, and not embarrassing to the point where I'm like, I knew who I was, but I didn't want to learn because there was nobody else doing that stuff. Nobody else. Everybody else were white, or they were black, or they were different cultures, and this is a mosaic world, but I didn't have anybody else like me, and so I didn't want to be the one that stuck out, right? I was the one that wanted to blend in, but I still didn't feel like I blended. But going to that treatment center, I actually learned about it, and then how the beauty of it was, and then I was okay with it, right? I was like, wow, like this is gorgeous. I learned a lot of stuff, went on a lot of walks, and made a lot of things. Like, I learned a lot. I just learned a lot, and that was the perfect place for me. Anyhow, it's at 22 minutes already, yeah. Sorry, my outrange there. But fuck, I'm sorry. I know all your moms are thinking it, right? Fuck, I only had a backyard. Get outside. You're staying there. I can see why my mom kicked us out. Get outside. Get outside. Fuck, fine. I spent all day debarking trees, right? Like we were building a house, and my dad would just leave them there, and I just sit all day in the hot sun, just dripping off. I just peel them all off, right? It was nice. It was like all nice and slimy, and with like poplar trees and stuff, right? Like, and yeah, that's the end of my rant. I know you moms feel me, single dads, grandparents, anybody raising, anybody quarantine, trying to be sober, trying to fix things. That's about it. Anyhow, I'll probably jump on later, because I'm getting the fuck out of here. I actually have to take the kids now to go get a dress and some clothes for the wedding on Saturday. Leave it the last minute. Whatever. Peace.